And good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are live from TVFCU's Idea Leap Grant pitch contest tonight in the Ocoee region in Bradley County. Steve Hartline, we're coming to you live tonight from the Bradley County Schools Pie Center. And for the second straight year, this pitch contest will happen before a big crowd tonight. As we're live here, as you see behind me, not a lot in this portion of the building, but behind that curtain behind us, they're having a reception sponsored by the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. So this is part of our pre-show, really, as tonight we'll do a pre-show and a little pregame for you up until about 6 o'clock, and the show starts at 6. Again, it's like as we've been telling you for weeks now, it's a Shark Tank type of atmosphere, type of contest. The finalists, there are 5 of them, they'll get 5 minutes before the judges, which will be seated here behind me, to tell exactly why they think they deserve the $30,000 grant from TVFCU. That's the first place prize. Now, all 5 finalists are guaranteed at least $10,000 just for making the finals. So here is our first finalist I want to talk to. Joe is with us with Ace Kayak. How are you doing, Joe?
Very good. How are you tonight, Steve?
It's Ace Kayaking School. And let me say about Joe really quick. You were the People's Choice winner leading into this.
That's right.
So, Joe, first of all, how are you feeling here less than an hour to go to a start?
Really excited and grateful.
Why grateful? Tell me about that.
Through this whole opportunity, it's given us a chance to really remember why we do things and talk to our clientele and our students and our friends and build this pitch that represents who we are and everything we believe in. And it's really awesome to see it come together.
So, leading into tonight, how have you, I'm sure you practiced, I'm sure you put it together. How have you, what was in your mind as you were putting your pitch together that you'll tell the people tonight?
Just our mission and our slogan, the way we do business and how we interact with the community. I think that was the most fun part, too, is just asking so many people. You know, I have a lot of connections with people that do this for a living and getting all their advice and trying to build something that really brings it all together.
What is your slogan?
For the love of it.
For the love of it. Is that, I mean, that's got to be what keeps you going every day, is loving kayaking, loving the school portion. Talk about that, about teaching people.
Man, teaching is one of the greatest things because every day is so different. When you're teaching people, it's not just kayaking. It's about connecting with this person, finding what makes them tick, finding how they learn, and then pushing them to be better kayakers and hopefully towards their better selves.
What do you love the most about kayaking? What do you love about it?
I think for hard kayaking or personal kayaking, it's to be able to go do something and tune out from everything, to be in the flow and where everything you do matters in that moment and that moment only. But then for teaching, it's definitely the connecting for people.
Yeah, certainly so. I'll tell you what, I've asked this several times. We've talked before in interviews. How do we get more information about Ace Kayaking School?
AceKayaking.com is definitely the easiest way to get hold of us.
Well, good luck tonight, Joe. It's great seeing you, and congratulations on making it this far. It's a big deal.
Thank you very much.
All right, Joe. Thank you, buddy. Good luck to you. All right, finalist number 1, and that is the Ace Kayaking School, and I'll tell you, we will carry this show live on mixtv.tv coming up right here, live from the Bradley County Pie Center. Tammy Zumbrin, can I talk to you just for a second? One of my favorite people in the world is Tammy Zumbrin. Tammy, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. We got a great night. Wonderful finalists. I mean, couldn't be any better.
My goodness. And, so you were in Calhoun last night. Tell us how that went.
Oh, it was phenomenal. The winners they made cakes, and they were fabulous. I got to taste them. Yes, it was.
I've already looked them up.
Yeah, they were really good. All 5 were great last night. I cannot wait to see everybody pitch tonight. You can see we have lots of space, and it's a free event, so we hope people will come out.
Yeah, come on out. We're here, as you're seeing this or listening to this right now. We are here at the Bradley County Schools Pie Center. What are you most looking forward to tonight? I mean, the finalists and that sort of thing, but what are you personally looking for?
Well, I think it is wonderful that Tennessee Valley Credit Union is able to support our entrepreneurial community. And that's really what this is all about. We're putting $75,000 back into the Bradley County, Polk County, all the Megs, McMinn, all the ones surrounding. It goes right back into the economy. And that's what we're all about. We're all about people helping people. And so to me, it's always fun to see them come do their pitches and be so excited about their business. And there's some cool ones. There's a treehouse company. I want to go stay in the treehouse. Yes. I want to go to the farm and pet the animals. And I just saw a great cake back there. I mean, it's great.
Well, and Tammy, that's something to mention here. 4 of the 5 finalists are actually from Polk County, and many of them told us that they were inspired by Rod's Rock and Rolls from last year. Yes. I believe, he was the one of the. We had 3 finalists last year, 5 this year. So.
Yeah, and Rod was awesome last year. He was so enthusiastic, and he was just like, wow, ready. Yeah. And I know that it's helped his business, and he was able to put that money to use. And so I'm glad we got 4 from Polk County. That's amazing, but that just leaves it open for more people from every county next year. We want to keep spreading that love around.
Speaking of next year, Tammy, what I've heard is we're going to have some scouts here tonight that are thinking about applying next year, or maybe they've applied before and they're going to revise because they want to revise their pitch or whatever. And they're going to come and watch tonight, which if you're a small business person, get out here to the Pie Center tonight.
Yeah, and if you can't come, we are live streaming it, so make sure you watch it. Application period will open somewhere October, November. Just be going to TVFCU.com, watch them for when that opens, and be sure that you apply and get in there. I mean, it is open to small businesses with less than 20 employees, and we want everybody to come out and apply. And there's so many cool businesses. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Kim Gunner and I, as we've been doing these interviews, I've learned so much, a business I never knew about, and that's been part of the fun.
I know. That's the way I felt. I mean, who knew a lot of these businesses were located up here? So
amazing.
It's great.
Well, listen, I've said it for years. TVFCU, you put your money where your mouth is, and you certainly have done that again this year. So congratulations to you, Tammy, and the entire team.
Thank you. We're excited to be here. Come join us.
Come see us. We got the Chamber of Commerce doing the reception out here. And
great food by Biscuit Envy, and that's open.
Another finalist.
Oh, yeah, from last year, and they're good. So, yeah, come on out. 5 to 6 is food and refreshments.
And let me say, and they've told me, Kia and her team at Biscuit Envy, they've told me that last year really launched them because they get a lot of promotion out of this, too.
Yes, we give tons of promotion because we are constantly posting on Facebook. We're doing boost our Facebook feeds, and then we also had every TV station was covering it. We had all the radio stations covering it. So, I mean, these companies are getting lots of publicity that many times they couldn't afford to go pay for themselves, and we're just happy to be able to do that.
All right, Tammy, thanks so much. Great to see you. See you soon. All right, send in the next one. Let's do that. Yeah, let's talk about tree houses. And we're gonna talk. Yeah, come on over. We're live at the Bradley County Schools Pie Center here. It's 11 minutes after the hour of 5 o'clock, and we're gonna. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Layla Detko.
Layla, is that right? Hello, Layla.
Nice to meet you.
And so nice to meet you. So are those your parents that we've been talking to?
It is. Yep.
Well, they've done great. So tell me, how are you guys feeling tonight, Treehouse Mountain?
Woo, we are pumped up. We are excited. We can't believe we are finally here after everything, all these months. So, yeah, we're just really pumped up.
Here he comes. Here comes Dad. How are you doing, buddy?
Good.
Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Tom. I'm with Treehouse Mountain, and I'm her daddy.
I know. Come on in if you want. That's all right. Come on. Oh, come on. That's okay. Well, listen, Tom, you and I have talked several times, and I know this is really, you've told me it's a dream come true.
This is a dream come true. And let me tell you, you made me feel so comfortable the first time. I don't think I could have ever done this whole thing had you not given me a little bit of taste of being live on the air or something like that.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, it was great. It was very easy because you've got something that a lot of people are interested in. And you and I have talked about it. It's the relaxation. It's getting away from everything.
Thank you. It really is a dream come true. This is my little driven daughter, and she has pushed this thing forward. And we wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for her.
Layla, what made you want to do this?
Last year's finalist, Rod from Rod's Rock and Rolls, he told me about it. I ran into him at Walmart the night before of his pitch last year, and he said we absolutely had to do it. He lives his restaurant's about 10 minutes from us, and so we go there all the time. And he was the driving factor behind us applying, and all along the way.
He kept our Treehouse Builders fed for 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, he's been feeding us all, so.
Well, I tell you, he had an incredible story. And if you don't know what we're talking about, Rod's Rock and Roll is one of the 3 finalists last year right here a year ago. And he had an incredible story of his life and how he came to the United States. And how's he doing? I hadn't talked to him in a while.
He is fantastic. I met with him today, and I saw his event space that he did with the funds from the grant. It looks fantastic, and he is just full of energy, excited about life.
Give us a little preview. So who's going to talk? What's going to have? You got 5 minutes.
Well, we're both going to talk. I'm going to go first. Okay. And Layla's going to do most of the really in-depth stuff. She knows the numbers. She runs the business. And I'm going to finish up.
Okay. And I guess you practiced a few times, one would think.
A few times, we like to improvise a good bit, and the jitters will be there for sure. But we're really excited.
Well, good luck to you. It's a wonderful opportunity. Look, you get $10,000 just for making it this far, but of course that $30,000 is waiting in the wings. Tom, I've asked you many times, how do people get more information about Treehouse Mountain?
Treehouse Mountain. Whew, it's not Treehouse Mountain. It's treehousestennessee.com.
Yep, or you can call us at 706-567-2470.
Hey, it's a big night. I understand, Tom. Hey, buddy, congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Layla, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
And by the way, there was a song called Layla that Eric Clapton did. Is there anything having to do with it?
I think I actually took her to see Clapton when you were, 4 years old?
4 years old.
Yeah, just the two of us, and it was magical.
Giant piece of chocolate cake. Stay up past my bedtime, the whole thing.
Chocolate cake and Clapton. Doesn't get much better than that. Good to see you guys. Good luck tonight. All right. We are live at the Bradley County Schools Pie Center, MixedTV.tv. We are here as I believe we got another finalist. Oh, yeah, here we go. Bakery on Main, Sophia Lankto. Did I say it right, Sophia?
Yes, sir. Yes, you did. Thank
How
you.
are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Or how are you feeling about now?
I'm super nervous. Super nervous.
Well,
lots of butterflies.
It's all right.
I know.
Okay, I understand that. So what do you? Let me ask you this. So you've been with us a couple of times in the studio. What do you tell those small business owners out there who are like you and say, you know what, I'm going to try this? What do you tell them tonight?
Give it a shot. Go for it. You never know. I did not expect to be here, but I submitted that application, and here I am. So anybody could get to this point, and I encourage them just to try.
So let's talk about Bakery on Main, and you have been you've told us previously what you want to do. In case they haven't heard or haven't seen, what would you do if you won here?
I'm going to open up a brand new restaurant, full-service restaurant located near the bakery, make some improvements to the bakery, but in general, just being able to serve more of our community.
How has this, in the run-up and the lead-up, how has this impacted your business so far, even now?
We've had tons of people saying, hey, I saw you on Facebook, I saw you on the radio, just coming in to check it out, hearing about us, and it's been great. It's been great. All the leading up to it and the excitement, the encouragement, the words of support, everything's just been so special.
So your pitch night, you get 5 minutes right here in front of these judges. You'll be standing right here, as a matter of fact. Do you feel like, let me ask you this, as a preview, how would you say, I really want to hit these topics? Give us a preview of tonight. What will you be talking about?
So I'll be talking a lot about our community impact, the improvements that we're going to make, and where we're going, like our future and what it holds. So we're super excited.
And you told us you're doing this for your family in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. I have 5 kids. They will inherit this business one day, and I've got to make it grow and sustainable for them.
Bakery on Main, I promised you that I will be out there. We're going to bring a crew from Cleveland over there to see you. I promise you.
All right. We'll be ready for you.
All right. Good to see you, Sophia. Good luck tonight, okay? All right. Good to see you again. All right. It is, with Whitney Houston in the background, it is a big night here tonight. It is the Idea Leap Grant Pitch Contest. Shark Tank style here tonight, and we're about to meet another finalist. All right. We're about to meet another finalist here. As let's tell you, I'm going to step back here a second, get in if you want to pan around here. So this is the, if you've not been here before, this is the Bradley County Schools Pie Center. You've probably heard of it. And what is happening here, here in the lead-up hour, we'll start at 6 o'clock tonight. And in the lead-up to all of this, this is a reception being held, which is being sponsored by the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. And I believe we've got, come on in, Duran. I believe Duran Burnside, my friend. Boy, you're looking good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How you doing? How you feeling?
Feeling good, ready. Feeling very ready.
Very confident.
Yeah. You know, we've been preparing for this, and I think we've got a good opportunity. Either way, we go home with something, so just happy to be here at this point.
You know, I just asked Sophia from Baker on Main right before you. You know, I said, what do you tell the small business people watching and listening tonight who say, you know what, I want to be like Duran next year. I want to try this. What do you tell them?
Don't stop trying. This is my second year actually applying. So last year I made it to the semifinals. This year I'm in the finals. So what I would say is don't give up. Hard work and perseverance pays off, so just keep going for it.
Let's talk about your insurance company, Burnside Insurance. Tell me about it. I know you've told me before, but for those who haven't heard or seen about it.
Sure. We focus on auto, home, business, and life insurance. We are the only minority-owned insurance agency in Cleveland and one of a handful in the surrounding area. So we're really proud of that. But outside of that, man, we're just here to really be, educational for the community. Whether you buy a policy from us or not, we want you to leave more educated than what you came.
As you will speak tonight to the judges, to the audience here this evening, give us a little preview. What will you say tonight?
Well, I'm going to
give it all away.
I'm going to keep that most of it to myself. But
Cliff notes.
What we're going to say is we're going to tell them how we're going to spend the money. We're going to tell them how we impact the community. We're going to talk a little bit about how we stand out from our competitors.
All right, and if people want more information about Burnside Insurance, what do they do?
They can absolutely give us a call at 423-709-9010.
And how's the, let me ask you this, I just asked the other finalists that have been up here. How's the lead-up been? I mean, you've already received quite a bit of promotion and notoriety.
Yeah, it's been great. Honestly, being able to get out in front of the community, get into the radio station with you, right, and promote the business a couple of times. Free advertising is always great, right? So anytime you get the opportunity, you want to take it. So it's been amazing, and we just appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Duran, you're very impressive, and I think you're going to do great tonight, but no matter what happens tonight, you've got a very bright future ahead of you, buddies.
Thanks so much. We appreciate you.
You look like $1 million.
We're trying.
Look at this, man. I tell you right now. Good to see you, Duran. Good luck. Duran Burnside. And the Beatles, not bad. We got, I think our fifth finalist here. Is that Ocoee Riverside Farm? She's got a picnic basket over there, which is good news. Now, we have our finalists setting up, getting ready. These are going to be full presentations, full come on in, full performance. Oh my goodness! Now she had a picnic basket, and she actually got. Oh, looky here! Tell everybody who you are.
So I am Donna Warner. I have Ocoee Riverside Farm, and this is my cohort Zoe.
Now tell us what Zoe is.
Zoe is a 4-month-old two-toed sloth.
Oh my goodness! Great. Looks like some of our staff actually at back of the station. Sloth. Donna, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling better than I felt this morning. I've had, I don't know. I last night I was like thinking about how the pitch was going to go, thinking about a few different ways, angles I could go, but I've practiced several times today. I think I've got it down. I think we're ready. We're here. I'm just going to try to make it fun.
All right, so as I've asked the other finalists, I know you've told me a couple of times before, but tell us about Ocoee Riverside Farm.
So we are an experiential lodging farm. Guests to our farm have one of 8 different accommodations that they can choose from, but not only are they going to come and stay with us, but we've got a stay here, play here theme going on. So we have over a dozen different experiences, farm experiences, animal encounters. We host events, birthday parties, field trips. We've got all kinds of stuff going on out there.
It's just stunning. And I guess as summer's around the corner, there's some stuff maybe that children, families, that sort of thing can do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even aside from our experiential lodging, we have our our weekly hump day event. Every Wednesday is hump day on the farm. You can bring the family out. It's up close camel encounters, camel rides, pony rides, petting zoo, picnic and playground area, fun for everybody.
Well, Donna, I tell you, and Zoe's now, is that a her? Is that what you said?
She is
She. Hello, Zoe. Hello. I don't know if I've ever interviewed a sloth before. You know what? I probably have. Are you going to talk to me? Oh, my. You're smarter than most people I interview. I guarantee you that right now.
Being our baby, she's pretty much with me all the time right now. And so she's 4 months old, and she has no idea that she's going to be on stage this evening, but she'll be with me. Yes.
Hey, a little preview, I guess, and I'm not going to ask you for your pitch, but look, give us a highlight. What are you going to say tonight to the judges here, to the audience gathered here at the Pie Center?
Our biggest thing is we're all about community, and honestly, I think that's what this entire thing is about. So we want to focus on what it is that Ocoee Riverside Farm brings to the community.
Yeah, and that. Oh, hello. I think she reached out to me. Hello. Hello. I've never met a sloth before. Oh, my goodness. You're so pretty. Yes, you are. Well, listen, Donna, how do people get more information about Ocoee Riverside Farm?
They can find us on our website at www.ocoeeriversidefarm.com.
Good luck tonight, and you're going to do great, and especially Zoe. You can't lose.
Right. She's got the easy part. She's just going to hang out, which is what sloths are great at doing.
That's great. Good to see you, Donna. Good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, man. Tammy, come back. These finalists are so impressive.
Isn't it wonderful? I can't wait to see who wins, because I think any one of them, it's a toss-up. Any one of them could win.
These judges have a hard job tonight.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be a judge. I would want to give everybody the same amount of money. Just like if I were a teacher, I'd want to give everybody A's, so that's tough. But they do a great job. Our judges all volunteer their time. Yep. They're not employees of TVFCU. Dion, that heads it up, is an employee, but everybody else is from different businesses throughout the area, and it's great. And we got a surprise visitor for you in a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'll be up here in just a minute.
I'm looking forward to that. Now let me say this: over 300 applications this year. The mark keeps getting moved up.
That was a record. We want even more next year. We want every small business to know about this, to apply and have that opportunity. Then we narrow it down to a group of semifinalists, and that was 31, I believe, this year, and then narrowed it down to 5 from each region. So total of 15 people go home with money.
Well, and that's unbelievable. And you had done this in Chattanooga for several years. And then what was the thought? I mean, why expand it into the Northwest Georgia and the Ocoee region? What was that about?
Well, I'm not sure why we didn't think about that first. You have to start somewhere, though, right? So we started in Chattanooga, but then we realized very quickly, oh, my gosh, we need to be doing this for all of the businesses. So it made sense that we kind of had 3 defined regions, because we have a branch all the way up in McMinn County, and got 2 here in Cleveland, and we got 1, opening up in Polk. So anyway, we're spread out. And then we took in 5 new counties in North Georgia. So we decided to have a North Georgia competition, an Ocoee region, and then the Chattanooga area. And that way we can spread that money around and really help the economies in each of the areas that we serve.
When I was talking to the Treehouse folks a second ago, they were telling me that you and I were just talking about Rod's Rock and Rolls. We never will forget his story last year and how he came to the United States from the Philippines, I believe. And and he was just so excited about that. I think I see my visitor here. Anyway, so it was amazing. But they say they've been to his event space that he used or built with the money at his restaurant, the Treehouse people, and how they just everybody loves it over there.
I know. I have yet to get to go to Rod's, but we have a couple of employees that will go up to the Polk County Chamber meetings, and they always go to Rod's, and they don't ever bring me anything back.
Hey, we got to hit some places up there.
Yes, we do. We need to.
We're going to do it. We're going to head up there and take a bunch of people with us. Now, oh, hello, Tiffany. And then we look. Oh, I can come over here. Looky here, Tammy, come over here. Who do we have here?
We have got Mr. P, our mascot for Tennessee Valley Credit Union. He's going to be here tonight, helping give out prizes, interacting with the crowd, and Tiffany's being his handler tonight. But Tiffany works with me in the marketing department and has been.
Tiffany's a Lee grad, is that right? Lee University.
She is a Lee grad. Yeah.
She actually graduated. I didn't. Well, I did, but I just skated through.
You didn't have to tell that.
Well, I skated through.
He didn't graduate either.
Mr. P didn't graduate either?
No, does that make you feel any better?
Makes me feel a little better. Mr. P, now we love, Mr. P, we love your commercials. We all love it, and we love the little slogan. My children now sing it, so I know it's really made it.
Yeah, we love that slogan too. So, I mean, it's been a big hit. Those commercials have been widely received. I mean, how can you not like a nostalgic commercial like that? I mean.
So Mr. P's here, everybody's here, Tammy's here, we're here, and most importantly, the 5 finalists are here.
That's right, and the money.
And the money's here somewhere.
The money's here, yeah.
I tell you what, could I maybe just check the money before we start? Just let me go take a look at it.
I just want to see it,
yeah,
right?
you know. Hey, Tammy, no kidding. Let's thank also our Chamber of Commerce. I know they sponsor.
Absolutely. The Chamber here has been phenomenal. They're providing the food for this evening, and we're so appreciative. And we're so glad to have our local radio TV station up here helping promote these local businesses, and it's going to be a fun night.
It was great. You know, I asked each of them, I said, hey, not only are you here tonight and you're in the finals, but you've had a lead-up of promotion, and they've all said, man, it's really been great. A lot of new people know about them, and I think that's a victory right there.
I think that's in part to our chambers. The Bradley County Chamber has been phenomenal. Last night we were in Gordon County, and their chamber, along with the other counties, are all supporting it. And then, of course, you know, in Chattanooga, we've gotten a following over the last few years, but we couldn't do it without all the business partners that help support this event, that tell people about it, about the people who come that then go home and say, hey, you own a small business, you need to go apply for this. So word of mouth is great. So we're very appreciative to everybody.
Well, and when you think small business, you think about TVFCU, and this is a contest, obviously, but you're there for small business year-round.
Yes, because actually they each open an account with us when they make it to the semifinalists. We do a lot for small businesses. And we do small business loans. Our small business accounts are really good. We have a lot of good perks that go along with them. So I would encourage anybody with a small business to check us out. Lots of times you just think about the banks. Yeah. But credit unions are owned by the members, and we are local. And because we're local, our decisions are made locally. And so sometimes we can do things that the banks may not be able to. So there's room for all of us in the sandbox. But
that's right. And let's get the website out, Tammy. Remind everybody.
Yes, it's TVFCU.com for Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union.
Tammy, thanks for bringing all the finalists up. We're looking forward to it because it's right around the corner here at 6 o'clock.
Absolutely. Come join us. Not too late.
Yeah, not too late. All right, we're at the Bradley County Pie Center on Mix TV and Mix 104.1. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a live coverage beginning at 6 o'clock here. As you see, the Pie Center is going to be filled up here in just a little while as we're at the half hour, so less than 30 minutes. If you're seeing this live or hearing this live, we're at the Pie Center. Free admission. Public's welcome to come out. Roger Pickett of Mermaid Mattress is going to be speaking as the judges are deliberating. It is a fascinating story about Mermaid Mattress celebrating their 45th anniversary. You talk about local business. He's one of the ones who wrote the book on that. All right. Thanks to our crew here. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, it'll be our live presentation of tonight's TVFCU Idea Leap Grant. the pitch contest. Get in, get a shot. The judges will be sitting there. You see the time that they'll have. They're going to have 5 minutes. They're going to have 5 minutes. Yeah, there they are. Dion Jenkins and Jenny DeCook. Brittany Katz. Also Jennifer Asslinger, Rick Platts, Lucy Reimer. My eyes are failing me. How about, who is it? Natasha Versa and Margaret Schink will all be there. All right. For all of us at Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, stand by, everybody. Welcome back, everyone. And look who I found as part of our chamber reception, the president and CEO of the chamber. What's your name again? I can't recall.
Mike Griffin.
Mike Griffin is here. And we have the state representative, Dan Howell. Dan, how are you?
It's always good to see you, Steve.
Well, I wish you meant that. But anyway, no, come on. Dan, I want to begin with you because what does a night like tonight mean to you as a state representative in this district and small business?
Well, it's exciting to me because I see the community coming together, businesses that are established like TVFCU, who are investing in other small businesses and helping them thrive. What a lot of people don't understand is that 72% of our jobs nationwide are created by small business. So when you invest in small business, you're invested in the community and in the economy of Tennessee. So I'm really excited about this.
Mike, how's the reception going out there? Looks like it's going pretty well.
It's going very well. We're very happy to host for our second year. And again, just looking at the entrepreneurial spirit of this whole community, this Ocoee region is so strong. And we're so proud of TVFCU being a wonderful chamber member, number one, but also everything that they're doing. And they keep growing this every year. So we're so happy to be here and to be involved in it.
I understand you're speaking at commencement at Cleveland State this Saturday. Is that right?
I understand you may have made fun of me about that. Yes, I am.
I hadn't said a word about it. I just said how many people they asked and said no was the first question I had.
No, I am doing that Friday, and I'm honored to be asked to do that. I'm, of course, the board chair for the foundation. Yeah. Third year, stepping out, handing that torch over this month or in May. And so that's a good way for me to go out. But I'm excited to do it for Dr. White's first commencement. Yeah. And I'm going to kind of tell my life story a little bit. Oh. And so he'll know my whole life story.
Probably be his last, first and last. He's leaving. we really like him, too. I hate that.
He's a great guy.
I like him a lot.
He's going to do great things. He's going to do great things. And, I mean, he is so smart. He's got his pulse on community education, and they're so happy to be here. We've tried to get him introduced to the community a little bit, and he spoke at Rotary a couple of weeks ago, did a great job. So he's got a great vision, and we're very blessed to have him here.
Dan, let's talk about tonight. What are you looking forward to? I mean, look, in Dan's former life as a longtime broadcaster and a TV anchor and that sort of thing. So they're going to have 5 minutes, basically like on a little prompter here, on a clock. Yeah. It's Shark Tank.
Uh-huh. Well, it is, and I had a chance last night at Leadership Polk. They had their graduation to hear a couple of these people do their presentation, and I was impressed. Okay. So regardless of who wins, it's a win for District 22 because all of these businesses are from my district, Bradley, Polk, and Meigs County. So I'm really excited about it. So whoever wins, we're all winners.
Hey, 4 from Polk and 1 here from Bradley, which is really something. And Rod's Rock and Rolls. Rod, we've talked about him all night tonight. Last year came, told his story about coming to the United States and the Philippines, how he got here, how he started a business. And, buddy, he inspired a lot of people in Polk County.
And it's worth the drive to Ducktown to eat at Rod's Rock and Rolls. I've eaten there many times, and it's just great food.
You've told me that. Yeah. Mike, what are you looking forward to tonight besides leaving?
Maybe go up there for lunch sometime.
You should. I'll join you.
For real.
Who?
Us.
Oh, you and me? Only if Dan will go. He'll protect me.
What am I looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to hearing from these. Last year I watched all the videos. I wasn't part of that this year, so I'm looking forward to just from hearing from all of them. And I get to welcome everybody in a minute, so that's going to be fun. And, again, we're just blessed to be part of this.
It's going to be a big night. We're at the Pie Center. That's a good place to have stuff, isn't it, the Pie Center?
Wow, what a vision that some people had to put this together, and we see the results. This is a fantastic event space for this community, and I see great things happening here.
This is Cleveland's conference center. I mean, we keep saying that's what I keep hearing we're going to have one day. Mm-hmm. But until then, this is going to work. Yeah. This is great.
Going to be a big night, and again, we're excited to be here. We're going to carry it live at 6 o'clock, so now we'll have all of the festivities, including Mike's, I'm sure, stirring opening, which will get all of us inspired, much like the Olympic opening ceremony, I'm sure. Anyway, that's coming up here at about 6 o'clock, so we're getting closer and closer to that time. Live from the Pie Center on Mix TV and Mix 104.1.
Since 2018, we've been proud to host the Idea Leap Grant Competition, an initiative designed to propel local small businesses towards success. Our commitment to supporting the growth and enhancement of services for small businesses started with the Idea Leap Loan Program in 2016.
Hi, I'm Brianne. I own Bee's Sweets, and we've been in business since 2012. I received the Idea Leap loan in 2016. It was a two-part thing. I got $7,000 as a loan and then $7,000 as a line of credit to help me continue. I didn't know that the Idea Leap loan was a thing until I went to SCORE and sat down with Mary to start a 5-year business plan, and because I wasn't getting anywhere with the big banks and figuring out how I could resituate some things and make my idea come to life. And Mary was like, there's this new thing and this is what it's built for. And you are the first applicant that I think that this will help you and build your business, and you really need to go for it.
This innovative program has already provided over $5 million to small businesses. As a not-for-profit financial institution, TVFCU has the unique ability to reinvest proceeds from the Idea Leap loans back into the community.
Hi, my name is Douglas Lee. I'm one of the co-owners of Decaffeinated Drive-Thru Coffee in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
We've been in business for almost 4 years now. We opened in July of 2019.
With the $50,000 that we've won from the Idea Leap grant, we have so far started the process of installing the hood, and we've ordered all of the bagel equipment for the bakery. All the money has been spent on equipment as of right now, plus some.
We actually originally started working with TVFCU by going through co-starters as part of a collab program, and we were told about the Idea Leap loan by someone who was working at collab at the time, and so we applied for it, and that's actually what paid for the roaster that's right behind me when we started New Wave Coffee Roasters originally.
Since its inception, TVFCU has proudly awarded $485,500 in grants and scholarships to local small businesses. In 2023, we took the Idea Leap grant to new heights by expanding the program into 3 regional competitions. We awarded a total of $175,000 in grants to 11 deserving entrepreneurs. And in 2024, we're gearing up for another round of Idea Leap grant contests. This year, TVFCU will host the Idea Leap Grant Contest in the Chattanooga, Ocoee, and Northwest Georgia areas, giving away a total of $225,000. That's $75,000 in each region. A total of 44 businesses have already benefited from the Idea Leap grants, contributing to the vibrancy of our local entrepreneurial ecosystem. In 2024, we're excited to continue this tradition by awarding an additional $225,000 in grants. Because at TVFCU, we believe in the potential of every local business to make a difference.
All right. Hey, who's ready to get this party started? We're so grateful to be here tonight for our second year, and we're ready to give away some money. My name is Ryan Henn. I will be helping host tonight along with...
Hi, I'm Kim Gunter. It's so great to see you all tonight. Hello. All right. Before we get this show on the road, we definitely want to give an opportunity to thank our sponsor of the reception, the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. They support small business so well, and that's why they sponsor the reception. And we're going to hear from their chamber president, Mike Griffin. Welcome, Mike.
I didn't get invited to wear something snazzy like these guys. I mean, I kind of feel left out. Welcome, everyone. We are so proud to sponsor the reception again for the second time. I think everybody in the room knows how strong the entrepreneurial spirit is in Cleveland, Bradley County, Polk County, our whole region. We'll say the Ocoee region. That'd be better, right? But that's one of our program of work contains a big part of that in promoting entrepreneurship. So this is an opportunity for us not only to support TVFCU and to give back in these great awards and everything, but to actually promote entrepreneurship. And so you're kind of helping me do my job. So welcome, everyone. Good luck to all the finalists, and everybody enjoy the show.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. It could not be done without partnerships like this. And one other person we want to bring up, he is our fearless leader. He's the person who helps make everything possible. At the credit union, our president and CEO, Todd Fortner.
Please put your hands together.
Hey guys, well, we're thrilled to be here in Cleveland, Ocoee area, and we're thrilled to bring back $25,000 more this year. Last year we gave away $50,000. We went up 50% on that this year. $75,000 is what we'll be giving out tonight to small businesses here to make the investment in this region, to create more jobs, create a bigger tax base, and to multiply it beyond what these small businesses are doing now. You're going to see some great presentations tonight of businesses that have needs, and our ability to fill those needs is going to be what we're here for, to get those funds out. Now, TVFCU remains one of the strongest financial institutions, not just in the state, but in the whole Southeast United States and across the U.S. We're an A+ rated financial institution with White's Ratings Agency, one of only 2 in the state of Tennessee. And with that strength, we're able to have enough funds to be able to give back to our community like we are tonight. And also, if you come visit us, you'll find that we'll have the highest CD rates that you can find in town, as well as some of the lowest rates on mortgages and auto loans and small business loans. So we hope you guys enjoyed tonight, and I'm going to bring out Tommy Nix. He's our Vice President of Business Services and the brainchild behind IdeaLeap.
Thanks, Todd. Wow, what a great crowd. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Really excited about the opportunity to come back to Cleveland and the Ocoee region and reinvest $75,000 back into this community. We had such a great year last year with some great winners. In fact, I think all of our winners from last year are here tonight. Brian, I saw you earlier. Where are you at? Brian, there we go. Back in the back. Rod's rock and rolls. Rod, where are you at? I saw you earlier. There he is. All right. And then we drafted one of our winners last year to be a judge this year. So she's up front with Biscuit Envy, Natasha Versa. Natasha, wave your hand. What a phenomenal testament to what we do with this program that all 3 of our winners from last night are here tonight. I can't thank you guys enough to say what you've done for us and the credit union through the past year. Y'all have been great representatives of IdeaLeap, and that's one of the things that we really look forward to is having businesses that represent the community and the credit union in a partnership that makes the community better. And we certainly have done that with the winners from last year. I get to do a lot of thinking, and generally I wind up leaving somebody out. So I'm going to apologize for that to begin with. So if I forget you, I apologize. It's not intentional, I promise. First, I want to thank the Pie Center. What a great venue for us to have this event. So let's give the Pie Center folks a round of applause. Obviously, the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce for hosting their business after hours and being our reception sponsor. So let's give them another round of applause. If you haven't been to one of these before, we have the presentations from the finalists. The judges, do their scoring, then they have to go back and tally to figure out where everybody fits within the ranking order. And while they do that, we have a speaker, and tonight that is going to be Roger Pickett. So, Roger, thank you so much for being here and being our speaker. Let's give Roger a round of applause. We also at the credit union believe in doing business with those that do business with us or that participate in the things that we do. And so we got a couple of folks that we want to thank in that regard. Birdie & Co., they're our decorator and an Idea Leap 2024 semifinalist. So let's give Birdie & Co. A round of applause. Sound Force, Philip and his crew. Where's Philip at? There's Philip. There's his crew. They do this for us every year. They've been phenomenal, and we can't thank Philip enough. He was actually at a Chattanooga Chamber event earlier today, hustled it from there to get up here to get all this set up and all that kind of stuff. He was in Calhoun with us last night. He'll be with us tomorrow morning. He'll be with us Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. So he's going to be doing some hustling here. So again, Philip, thank you so very, very much. And then our caterer tonight, also from last year, Biscuit Envy. So let's give them another round of applause. I tell you what, I can't even eat one of their whole biscuits. I mean, it's phenomenal how big those things are and delicious as well. So if you've not tried it, go try it. Rod's Rock and Rolls is phenomenal as well. So we're so blessed. The next thing I get to do is thank the judges and introduce the judges. So I'm going to start. They actually had me going from left to right, but I'm going to flip that around, and I'm going to do it from right to left. So first I'm going to introduce Margaret Schenk. Margaret, if you'll raise your hand. Everybody give Margaret an applause. She's a community volunteer. Natosha again, our judge from Biscuit Envy, and our what we call our celebrity judge. I don't know if you feel much like a celebrity, but y'all are kind of crammed in there like sardines. I mean, we probably should have gotten y'all another table. You know, they're pretty tight in there. But again, thank you so much. And then Lucy Reimer, the executive director of the museum here. So Lucy, thank you so much. Rick Platts with Cleveland State Community College. Rick and I have known each other, 12 years now, Rick? He was, when I was at the Tennessee Small Business Development Center down in Chattanooga, our paths crossed then, and we can't thank you enough. This is Rick's first year as being a judge. Margaret has helped us in the past. Lucy's helped us in the past. So we really appreciate that. They're apparently gluttons for punishment, coming back for more. As well as Jennifer. Jennifer with the Junior Achievement, Pennell Asslinger. Jennifer, this is your third time doing it, right? Yeah. She actually helped us when we were just down in Chattanooga one time and came all the way from the Ocoee and helped us out. We really, really appreciate it. And then next up is Brittany Katz, owner of Terror Running Company. Brittany really is a glutton for punishment. She was a contestant in 2019, right, Brittany? Was one of our winners in 2019. She won one of the smaller awards. I was telling her earlier tonight, I think we probably owe her for all that she's given back to us through the years. So, Brittany, we really appreciate all you've done for us. And then Jenny DeCook. Jenny is really a glutton for punishment here at the TSBDC. This is your 6th, 7th year? You've done it with us pretty much the whole time, right? Yeah, a lot. Anyway, a lot. Jenny is a fabulous judge for us, does a great job with the TSBDC, and we can't thank Jenny enough for all that she does. And then, unfortunately, I've got a little bit of a sad moment to deal with. Dion Jenkins is normally our credit union representative. All of the contestants met Dion through the process. And unfortunately, Dion had a family emergency and had to leave us. So she is not here tonight. But we have a very, very capable fill-in. I always pronounce Emily's last name wrong, so I'm not even going to try tonight. So Emily, tell us your last name. Turn the mic on and tell us your last name. Gillum, okay, yeah, maybe. Did I get it right? Yeah, all right. Emily was a judge for us for 4 years. Back when she worked at a company called Brightbridge in Chattanooga. re-recruited her. We were so impressed with her as a judge that we recruited her to come work at the credit union. So she now works with us as a credit union, and she is a fantastic fill-in for Dion. Emily, I can't thank you enough for last minute. I mean, when I say last minute, I was pulling up. Dion pulled me aside, said, I got to go. What can we do? Fortunately, Emily was here, and she is pitching in for us. So, Emily, thank you so very, very much. I also want to take just a moment. This whole thing takes a village. You cannot pull this off without so many people. And there's no way I can thank everybody, so I'm going to do it by groups. First, again, I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce here. They've done a fantastic job for us, as well as the chambers in the other communities. They have supported us as well, promoted the event, and we really are grateful for that. I also want to thank the Business and Commercial Services team. I did not do that last night, so I need to thank them twice. So Business and Commercial Services team, thank you very much for what you guys do. We got one of them down here is our timekeeper, Holly Buckner. But they do a phenomenal job, and there's just no way that we could pull this off without them. I also didn't thank Marcus Johnson last night. Marcus is Mr. Idea Leap these days, and Marcus is instrumental in us pulling this off. Jessica Buffkin. Jessica, are you out in the audience somewhere or behind the scenes? Oh, she's behind the scenes. Jessica is our representative with the credit union marketing department, and she is the one that coordinates all of this. And she's coordinated last night's event, tonight's event, tomorrow's breakfast, Thursday's lunch, and Thursday night's event, as well as some other ancillary things. So she has done a yeoman's job, and I can't thank Jessica enough. And then the rest of the marketing team. You'll see them walking around with cameras and different things, and we really appreciate what they've done. And then Mix 104, they have been phenomenal to help us out. They're live streaming tonight. So thank you guys for that. And then finally, I want to thank, give Mix 104 a round of applause. Todd was out here earlier. I want to thank Todd because obviously without his support, we would not be able to do this. It was an idea that we took to him a while back, and he bought in completely. And then the board of directors of the credit union. We have to have approval for the budget, and the board approves the budget. And without Todd's support and without the board's support, we would not be here to make this investment back in this fabulous community. So thank you to the credit union, and thank you to Todd for the opportunity. I was telling Brittany earlier, the last couple of days, the thing that keeps coming to me is just blessed. I can't tell you how blessed we are to be able to do this. And, we get paid to give away money. That's pretty awesome. That is an awesome blessing. So thank you all for being here tonight. Y'all did not come here to hear me. So I'm going to get out of the way and turn it back over to Ryan and Kim.
All right. Y'all ready to get this party started? So I'm going to give you a quick run of show. We're going to have lots of fun over the next 45 minutes to an hour. Stay seated. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be funny. We're going to have a good time. We're going to cheer on these businesses because they've all won. No one's walking away tonight without money, which is one of the coolest things we do. So we're going to have 5 pitches. We're going to have some interchange in between. I came out here. I had a co-host, I thought, but she left me hanging, it sounds like. I don't know where she's at. Kim, you want to help?
Are you ready for our first contestant?
I mean, that's what we're here for.
All right.
Are you ready for our first contestant? Are you ready for our first contestant? Let's get this started.
Fire. Flood. Danger. It's going to be all right because we have our first contestant up. Everybody welcome Burnside Insurance.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Just want to set the expectation up front. We're going to be the most boring business you hear about this evening. However, we are the one business that everyone here needs, including all of the other finalists in the back. Let me show you why. Show of hands. How many people here this evening have full coverage car insurance? Put them up, let's see. That was a setup. It doesn't exist. I can show you. Let's say you leave here this evening, jump on APD 40, you hit a Ferrari, a Bentley, Maserati. Are you 100% sure that your insurance will cover that? If not, you need to give me a call. I'm Duran Burnside, owner of Burnside Insurance Group. And our mission is to educate the community on the everyday risks they face, provide adequate coverage, affordable options, and exceptional service. Burnside Insurance Group was started in November of 2020. Yes, my wife trusted me with our savings account at the tail end of a pandemic to start a business. But she knew the impact I wanted to have on the community and the legacy I wanted to leave for my family. So let's get down to why you're here today. What would Burnside Insurance Group do with the money? Well, first, we would spend about 70% upgrading our technology and our hardware. Let's dive a little bit deeper. We would buy a new CRM. For those that don't understand what that is, that's a client relationship manager. That is the lifeblood of an insurance agency. Next, we would go out and get a comparative rater. Why is that important? We work with a lot of different companies, and right now it takes us about 45 minutes to an hour to do an insurance quote. With a new comparative rater, it would take our time down to 7 to 15 minutes, which would make us way more efficient and also help us get to more clients. Lastly, we would buy new computers. What's the purpose of having this great technology if we don't have computers that can actually run it? With the last 30%, we would do marketing. Burnside Insurance Group has never had a marketing budget. This would allow us to bring more clients to our door and ultimately create more revenue. How do we impact the community? Well, as you can see, if you look up, the community involvement is one of my favorite things to do. As you can see, I speak often at free financial seminars, partnering with Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. One of the things that's nearest and dear to my heart is that last year, with a group of great friends, we were able to start our own nonprofit organization. And we raised $15,000 to provide a power wheelchair to one of the local members of the community. I have a bad habit. I like to smoke cigars, so that nonprofit is called Tennessee Cigars and Bourbon Society. But let's talk about if a direct competitor were to come into the marketplace. That doesn't really worry us because we're already in a very competitive space, okay? Statistics say that about 60% of shopping interactions now start online. Burnside Insurance Group has a perfect 5.0 Google rating. And in only 3.5 years, we've been able to amass more reviews than 90% of our competitors in this area. What does the next 2 years look like? Well, currently, we're growing at 57% year over year. We believe we can jump that to 70%. Right now, we're in about 350 households in our book of business. With new technology, new hardware, and armed with a marketing budget, we believe we can take that to about 1,000 households. Each household has about 2.5 policies in it, which means we would take our policy count up to about 2,500 policies. What does that mean? Increased revenue. That would allow us to really make an impact on the community by ultimately hiring somebody else to help us with the increased workload, but also doing the thing that we really love to do most, give back to the community through volunteering and donations. Thank you so much for having us this evening. It's been an amazing journey to get here. If you guys would like to have more information about Burnside Insurance Group, you can see on the screen, there's a QR code. Feel free to scan it and send us your information directly, or you can give us a call. We'd love to speak with you. Thank you to all the friends, family, clients, and Tennessee Valley especially for this opportunity tonight. I'm so blessed to be here and be taking home a grand prize regardless. Thank you so much.
So you spoke about having your charity, and you all helped to purchase a wheelchair. What else does your charity do? Is it just for disabled, or do you have other focuses?
So really, our charity was put together to help those people that fall through the gaps, right? So there are a lot of charity organizations out there that concentrate on special things. We wanted to be a charity that was able to go out and reach those people that other charities couldn't, which is why our first big thing to do was to go out and provide a wheelchair for someone in the community.
Obviously, you want to streamline your business with computers and programs, and I certainly understand that. If I'm correct, there's only you in the business now. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part of your question.
Is it only you in the business now?
Is it only me in the business?
Yes.
No, we are actually a family-owned business. So if you look right behind you, my wife and daughter are sitting there. My wife is a licensed insurance agent, and my daughter is currently working on getting her license. We also have some contracted sales associates, but the main bulk of the business is handled by me and the wife.
Okay, I have one more question. Yeah, I'm still on, sorry.
I'm a little hard of hearing, so if you
know,
speak up just a bit.
In today's world, customer service is almost forgotten. But for those of us who buy things, it is very important.
Mm-hmm.
How quickly do you return a phone call?
How quick are we to return a phone call? So currently, not as quick as we would like to be. Realistically, part of that is just due to the fact that we don't have the capability of quoting the way we need to. So the quoting experience is what really bogs us down because it takes so long to do a quote. If we had the comparative rater and we're able to cut our quote down from 45 to an hour to 7 minutes to 15 minutes, it would open up so much more time for us to do customer service. But as I said, our Google reviews show that we're exceptional at customer service already. It would just make us that much better.
Thank you.
What is the one thing that differentiates you from all the other insurance companies in the area?
Getting bits and pieces. Again, hard to hear.
What is the one thing that differentiates you from the competitors you have in the area that you serve?
Gotcha. I wouldn't say there's one specific thing that differentiates us. There's a lot of things. One of them being the family touch. Anytime you call, you are actually 9 times out of 10 going to speak to someone that is actually from the Burnside family. They represent the brand. So we have to go above and beyond to make sure that we make our clients understand that we care for them, because it's not just another insurance agency here in town. It really is our legacy. When we started this company, that's what it meant. It was something that we wanted to give to our children and really make an impact on the community, which is why we named it Burnside Insurance Group. But just to give you a little tidbit as well, my wife helped me name the company. We said it was going to be big. Burnside Insurance Group, so that's where it came from.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you, guys.
Ryan, that was pretty good.
If I was better at this, I would have made it all the way across.
Yeah. Well, there's a ramp over there, so, you know.
It would have been better if I would have went down the ramp. For everyone in the audience. However, I need some lessons, Kim.
Oh my gosh, you do. You could have made it all the way across with some lessons.
If only I had kayak lessons. Do you know anybody who does that?
I do, and that person is our next competitor. Everybody, please welcome Ace Kayaking.
I'm Joe Gudger, the owner of Ace Kayaking School. In 1997, Jeff West founded Ace Kayaking School. I had a love for kayaking and a passion for sharing it with others. I met Jeff when I was 17 and lived and worked alongside of him for 3 years before his passing in 2012 on the Grand Canyon of the Stickeen River. The company was upended, and to have it pass with him would be a loss for me personally and as well as the community that he impacted so deeply. At 20 years old, and with the support of many, I was able to purchase, preserve,
and dedicate my life to ACE's continuation. I'm honored to carry on the legacy and continue ACE's mission. Like my mentor, I made the decision to devote my life to ACE for the love of it. That's not just our slogan. That's why we do it. Kayaking has given us all at ACE a sense of purpose and fulfillment. And we take that purpose to invite others by making the sport more accessible to all. We guide and mentor people through the world of whitewater kayaking, be it a beginner, a lifelong paddler, someone ready to step up their skills. We share knowledge, experience, and strive to build a stronger community, push the sport, and promote respect and stewardship for places that we hold dear. My instructors and I teach over 1,000 classes yearly, as well as host community-minded clinics and guide trips. It was the Ocoee and the Hiawassee where we honed our skills and built our reputation. But in 2012, we have expanded operations by acquiring new permits throughout southern Appalachia, assist in leading trips nationwide, and take our winners to exotic places like Ecuador, Costa Rica, and even as far as Uganda. People choose ACE because they hear about us through a friend, but they stay with ACE because they learn the journey doesn't end at the end of class. With every class, we foster relationships and give people a sense of belonging by guiding people to be better versions of themselves. Our history, experience, dedication, network, and our community sets ACE apart from all competitors. Our coaches have kayaked the globe, pushed the limits of possibility, they've written the guidebooks, and they've been the catalyst for creation of new state parks and designations of wild and scenic rivers. We work alongside local kayak clubs, retailers, nonprofits, all to provide our students with the best resources and support available. With our program, Stanley Steamers, we connect our students with each other in a really friendly environment. We also teach locals, veterans, and those with adaptive needs, all at no cost. Our internship program, we teach young guys and girls to be competent kayakers, but also empower them to find new strength through development of communication skills and leadership abilities. With a $30,000 grant, we plan to invest in 2 key areas and do it in a way that impacts the community and ensures success for years to come. On the capital side, $10,000 will be for the purchase of new kayaks and equipment for both youth and adults. This will ensure that over the next 2 years, we'll be able to offer more classes, develop a youth program unlike any other, and better serve our community with access to gear through our free programs. Another $10,000 will be used to improve our storage facility by adding climate-controlled storage to protect our equipment, creating a space for better accessibility, security, and sanitization. The remaining $10,000 will be used to improve our storage facility. The remaining $10,000 goes into operations in 4 strategic areas. Staff, our team is our backbone. $1,500 will assist in continued education and training opportunities. Community, $4,000 expands community access by adding 20 more free Stanley Steamers classes. Digitization, $3,000 funds filming, editing, and management of online classes and tutorials, allowing us to reach more students wherever they are. Marketing and modernization, $1,500 would be allocated for the marketing and improving our online presence and SEO. Why ACE? I tell you. Because an investment in ACE is an investment in the community and the economic development of an entire area. ACE feeds other businesses. Our students buy gear in retail stores. They stay at local lodging. They purchase fuel and sundries. And they dine at local restaurants, eating and drinking well after a long day on the river. Please invest in ACE. Allow us to do what we do best, but only in the greatest way than ever before. And most importantly,
how long does it take you to train someone in their 20s who's never been in a kayak? to be proficient in that sport?
It's a good question, and it really depends on the person. With the mental challenges and physical challenges and emotional challenges with it, it's different for everybody. Some people pick up the physical side really quickly. Some people plateau out and have to work inside themselves. But generally, for something like the Ocoee, with our 5-day programs, we can get most people on the Ocoee on day 4 or 5.
What can we expect to see from your business in the next 2 years?
The development of a youth program. I really would like to develop a program for the youth of Polk County and the surrounding areas that rivals some of the programs in the greater world.
How many people do you have on staff right now?
There's 3 of us full-time teaching year-round, and there's 6 or 7 that come in, take turns part-time through the summer. We're always traveling and kayaking everywhere, so it's kind of a revolving door of the family.
Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
Sparkly jackets, helmets, life vests, but this is my style.
Yes, you look good.
This looks good on me. What do you think, Kim?
I think it's amazing. But what's going on here? What do you got?
Well, so I usually at least bring a gift to somebody that I host with.
Oh,
and
really?
I actually have you a gift. Can I get it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you guys, he's got a gift. This is really exciting. Oh my gosh, be careful. Wow.
Check this bad boy out.
That is gorgeous.
I would love for you to take a bite, but I did not bring a fork.
Oh no, I always have one. We're good.
Oh,
we're
where did
good.
you get that?
Yeah. But where did you get this?
I actually got this from our next contestant.
And that is?
Bakery on Main. Give
Put
it
your
up for
hands
Bakery
together.
on Main.
Let's go eat this.
Around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Riding early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere.
Good evening. My name is Sophia Langto. I'm the second-generation owner of the Bakery on Main. The bakery was established in 2017 by my mother and sister, quickly becoming a staple in our town as the first and only bakery. After a decline in health, my mother decided to retire and sell the business. At that point, my husband and I made the pivotal decision to quit our jobs and invest our futures into continuing the family business. 6 years ago, I was living in a school bus. 3 years ago, I had no car, no health insurance, and struggling to make ends meet. Today, I stand here as a successful business owner, and with my team have brought the bakery to full capacity and a desperate need of expanding. However, I did not achieve these milestones alone. I was given a hand-up support and grace when I needed it the most. Therefore, I dedicated my business to serve as a platform to pay that forward. With $30,000, we can resolve all of our limitations with production and growth. We will invest $12,000 into commercial-grade equipment and food storage, allowing us to meet production needs, take wholesale orders, and increase our catering abilities by 60%. We will increase $18,000 into food, equipment, and opening necessities to launch our new and exciting sister location. This new establishment will serve as a full-service restaurant and is strategically located near our bakery in the heart of Benton. There, we will be able to serve more than 50 customers compared to 12 now at the bakery. We will have space dedicated for local artists and goods, a private event space for community needs, and bring in more local jobs. Through the bakery and our second location, we will be able to meet all areas of need in our business and grow a more sustainable future. Through all of these areas, we have donated. Our mission is to serve, Our impact is felt in all corners of our community. We strive to be a beacon of light Through all these community programs, we've donated over $35,000 back into education, nonprofits, veterans, emergency services, and youth programs. In these areas of involvement, we have dedicated over 2,500 hours of service. My most personal passion project is our new scholarship award that I created in honor of my dear friend and long-term employee of the bakery, Jennifer Castile, who we sadly lost less than 2 years ago. She was so proud to have homeschooled her 3 children as a single mom working night shift. Her dedication to their education and her service to the bakery will forever be recognized by this award. Her 3 children are in the audience tonight, and they have given their blessing of the Jenny Lynn Foundation. This scholarship will award $1,000 to a local homeschooled student with goals to further their education. We are devoted to reinvesting as many resources as possible back into the people, places, and programs of Polk. As of now, we are the only bakery in Polk, and we know a competitor could arise. However, we have dedicated 7 years to perfecting our products, creating a loyal customer base, and creating a culture that resonates on a personal level. A competitor won't be able to prepare Mr. C's order as soon as he walks through the door, remembering his favorite sandwich and how he takes his coffee with only regular cow's milk. A competitor can make cinnamon rolls, but they won't have our unique local branding, naming it the Big Rob after our county executive, Robbie Hatcher. If they want to be treated like family, enjoy traditional home cooking, and have orders customized to their liking, and walk into smells reminiscent of Grandma's house, they will still come to our bakery. With the grand prize, our next 2 years sees astronomical new growth and opportunities. Our catering capacity increases from 250 to 400 people. Production and revenue increases 25 to 40%. We create 10 to 20 new jobs and business opportunities, and we will go from 18,000 to serving 50 to 75,000 customers annually. I am committed to advancing our capabilities, knowing my family, staff, and our community rely on us. We will amplify our services, expand our staff, and deepen our impact on the Ocoee region we serve and love. I believe our business aligns with the core values of this program. With your award and our shared impact on our community, we will continue to uphold those values and proudly represent TVFCU.
Could you tell me one more time how long you've been in business?
7 years.
And you have a staff of 4, or counting yourself 5?
Yes.
Okay.
You mentioned that you were going to use most of the money for equipment purchases at both of your locations. I was wondering if there was anything specific that you were looking at purchasing.
We really just need to upgrade to commercial. We're using all residential, so that really slows down our production. So we need increased storage space and commercial grade equipment, so that way we can keep up with production demands.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go. We've had some awesome pitches so far.
Oh yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, been pretty bored. Hadn't had anything going on lately.
Yeah, it's been a slow week.
Yeah, I've been slow. Just been hanging out, crafting, making really cool things like this.
Wow, Ryan, you had some time on your hands.
It is really awesome. I just wish I could have a life-size replica of it that I could go hang out at.
You're saying you wish you could get inside of like a life-size treehouse?
I wish I could get inside of a life-size treehouse.
I have great news. Our next competitor can tell us a little bit about that. Everybody put your hands together for Treehouse Mountain. We would only hold on to let go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tom, and this is Layla, and we're Treehouse Mountain. First, I'd like to thank the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union for all that y'all do for the small businesses in the area. We have a 30-acre vacation resort located in the mountains of Copper Hill, Tennessee. We have 4 incredible tree houses, each with their own distinct style. They are actual tree-supported structures, so when the wind blows, they move.
We've always strived to create a place where everyone is welcome. With $30,000, we would take the final steps towards creating a treehouse resort that's accessible to everyone. We would use the TVFCU's grant to build an addition onto our first treehouse, the Dreamweaver. The original design of the Dreamweaver was built with accessible features in mind. It's step-free and near the parking area, making it easier for people with lower mobility to access. As you can see on the picture there, that's the Dreamweaver. The addition we hope to build would include a bathroom and a wide ramp, making the Dreamweaver a completely step-free and wheelchair-accessible treehouse, complete with a bathroom. We estimate this project would cost $31,000 to complete. The construction of the platform, ramp, and bathroom building would cost about $15,000. The build-out of the bathroom, including an accessible shower, a toilet, sink, and appliances, would cost approximately $9,000. Lastly, we'd factor in electricity and septic, which would cost around $12,000. Since opening our business in 2018, we have hosted 3,548 people at Treehouse Mountain. According to local data from the Chamber of Commerce, the average visitor spends $110 per person per day in Copper Hill, Tennessee. That means we've helped contribute an estimated $780,000 to our local economy. This is money going straight to restaurants, shops, and activities, straight into small businesses local to our community. The data point also points out which group contributed the most to the statistic, which are travelers aged 65 and up. This is a clear need in the community for more accommodations that can be accessed by individuals of all mobility levels.
So with all the great places to stay for your next vacation, why choose Treehouse Mountain? Well, we have a disc golf course. It's one of the highest rated disc golf courses in the region, and it's always free for guests and the public alike to play. Also, I'm happy to announce that I will be soon a certified thermalist instructor, certified by the Soberg Institute in Denmark, and I'll be able to teach guests how to use the science-based protocols to use a hot tub and use our cold plunge and our sauna for health and wellness. Any dog lovers in the crowd? Dog lovers? There we go. While there are many dog-friendly places in the area that'll charge you a small fee, since 2019, our policy has been dogs always stay free at Treehouse Mountain.
Within the next 2 years, we plan to continue our pattern of sustainable growth by adding additional features to our property that would provide value to both future and return guests as well as our community. The expansion project we propose is projected to increase the Dreamweaver's occupancy by 15% per year and increase its revenue by over 90% when compared to the statistics of our other treehouse that already has a full bathroom. We would put that additional revenue right back into the business, giving us the opportunity to grow, including expanding our ability to host weddings, concerts, events, and disc golf tournaments.
And it gets better. Our tree houses are available to book directly through our website. And going through our website, it'll cut out the fee that third-party platforms charge. And since we're all neighbors here, we'd like each and every one of you to take the opportunity and come down and tour our tree houses when available, play a disc golf game, just get to know us. And if anybody here in the crowd is dreaming of building your own tree house, come see me. I'll help you in any way I possibly can. Thank you.
Oh, questions?
Just let me be sure. You have tree houses to rent as a vacation destination, and then you also will build tree houses on someone else's property. Is that correct?
No, ma'am. We have a builder that came in and built all 4 of our tree houses. But if someone wants to, for instance, build a tree house, I'd be happy to help them with all the knowledge that I have and I'd be happy to take them out to the World Treehouse Conference with me in October and let them meet some of the greatest builders across the world.
Thank you.
If there was a direct competitor that popped up, and I realize that's kind of hard in the space that you're in, what would differentiate you guys from another treehouse village that might pop up in the neighborhood?
So our property, we do more than just the tree houses. We have the 30 acres, so we have the 9-hole disc golf course, soon to be 18 holes, and we really try to provide an experience to our guests. So as he mentioned, he's becoming certified in the thermal therapy to guide guests through that. That's not something you find quite often. Also that we're completely dog friendly, no fees. We have been since 2019. Those are major things that we think make us stand out.
Could I add one little thing? If someone comes into our area and asks about tree houses, I'm probably gonna help them. Our competitors are like, the treehouse community is a very cooperative community. They help each other, they share ideas, they share builders, and it's a great community to be a part of. And I would welcome people to move into their area. I'm trying to get people to build tree houses all the time.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Tomorrow I'll be gone safe
Good job, man.
tonight.
All right.
All right. You know, it's not always glitz and glamour in the BS department.
Ryan, this is a family show.
Business services.
Oh, business services. Right.
We do a little bit of scooping and cleaning up, if you know what I mean.
Is that what's going on here?
Tommy?
I don't think that's yours. Why do you have that?
This is mine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've been having to clean up backstage.
Oh, what? And why have you been cleaning up backstage?
Well, there may or may not be a live animal.
A live animal? Oh, you know what? I bet if there is one, it comes from our final contestant. Everybody put your hands together for Ocoee Riverside Farm.
Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Donna Warner. This is my husband, John, and we are the resident owners at Ocoee Riverside Farm. I just want to take a few minutes to talk to you about what a $30,000 grant would mean not only for our business, but the investment that it would make into our community. Ocoee Riverside Farm is an experiential lodging farm. We have 8 incredibly different unique accommodations to choose from. We also have a host of farm experiences as well as events. Guests that come to our farm are going to be able to sleep in a glamp site, a tiny house, a covered wagon. You can sleep in the hayloft of our horse barn. You can sleep on the 2nd floor of our exotic animal barn with things like glass floor windows that look down into camel and kangaroo stalls, as well as our sloth enclosure that comes up into the living room. We believe that this alone, as we've created our business and built our accommodations as well as our events and experiences, we have not just been building our business, we've also been building our reputation. We have over nearly 1,000 guest reviews across all platforms with a 4.96 to 5.0 star rating. We believe that this is what's going to set us aside from any direct competitor that might come into our market and what's going to keep bringing customers back to Ocoee Riverside Farm time and time again. What can you expect from us in the next 2 years? Exponential growth. That's what we've seen over the last 2 years. Across all facets of our business, whether it be lodging, experiences, or our events, we have doubled or if not tripled in all areas. That is impressive considering that the last 2 years of our business have been our building phase. We are only just now moving into our growth phase. In the first quarter of 2024 alone, we have already outpaced our estimates substantially. What kind of impact are we going to have on our community?
So we impact our community in two basic ways. One is to our local businesses, and two is to our neighbors. So to the local businesses, the biggest thing that we bring to our community is that with approximately 3,000 bookable nights on the farm, at 60% occupancy, that converts to 7,000 to 8,000 overnight guests coming into our area. We're not just competing with local businesses, we're bringing people in so far in the last 12 months from 30 different states and 10 different countries. Like right now, the people staying in one of my wagons are from the Netherlands. So these people that come in from far away, this is at least 7,000 overnight guests, all have to eat somewhere. We provide no meal service on our farm at all. So this is, if they only eat once a day, that's 7,000 or 8,000 meals in our local community. We don't provide food service, but we provide a guidebook that points people out to all the mom and pop restaurants. We feel like that's part of the attraction of being in Polk County, Tennessee, is, you know, we have so many great little spots, and it's not what you're going to do when you're at home or when you're somewhere else. It's unique to our area. All these people that come to our farm, also, all the events need to be catered, cakes, flowers, everything else. All comes from our local community through our community guide that's in every one of our accommodation. For our community members, there's two main things that we do. Our field trips, we can't overstate the importance of our field trips. In the month of April alone, we've had 356 public school students and 180 homeschool students that have taken place in educational, hands-on, up-close field trips in our outdoor classroom. And our signature event is our annual Fall Festival. We throw the gates of the farm wide open and everything is free. We entertain and feed our entire community, and it's just a great night. What will we do with $30,000 grant?
$30,000 grant, that's going to be huge for us. One of the things that we need to do is get our hands on a handicapped accessible vehicle. We have never turned away any kind of special needs, elderly, anything like that, but we do need a little bit of help getting them around the terrain on our farm. Additionally, we need a pavilion. We need a covered area. We've got huge groups coming in, and we've actually been turning down corporate opportunities in order to host even more groups on our farm, which this covered pavilion would certainly serve that. And that appears to be my time. We welcome your questions.
You all make me tired just listening to you, quite frankly. How many are on your staff?
So 2 years ago, we had only Tony. He's sitting right there. And we right now have 3 employees. So as we've doubled and tripled our guests and experiences, we've tripled our staff. We expect that to happen again this year. We expect within 2 years to be employing 8 or 9 people. We'll need more people on housekeeping. We'll need more people to run more guest experiences. We're nowhere near capacity on how many guest experiences we can run. So the difference between an experience and an event, we run experiences according to a schedule. These are farm tours, animal encounters, things like that. There's really no limit to how many of those that we could do. We just have to have enough staff to guide the people around. Because we keep our groups all really small, it's meant to be up close, personal, make memories with your family, not get herded around like a bunch of cats at Disneyland or something. So we expect to triple our staff again in the next 2 years.
How do people find you, find out about you?
So we started out just on Airbnb. We will continue to maintain our Airbnb presence. However, we did also build a website. That website has been up and running for about 2.5 years now. And we are actually seeing, initially there was a phase where the majority of our clients and guests were coming to us through Airbnb. That is completely flip-flopped. And so now I would say about 80% of our bookings are coming to us through our direct website. And the beauty of social media, we have, and we looked at this again last evening, we have had guests come to our farm from 31 different states and 10 different countries. And it still blows my mind because we're engaging with these people every day, and they're telling us that they have gotten on a plane in Colombia. We've got guests right now that are from the Netherlands staying in one of our covered wagons. They're sleeping there tonight. They're getting on a plane, they're flying to Atlanta, they're renting a car, and they're driving to Benton, Tennessee to come to a Coe Riverside farm. And that amazes me.
So even though we're within a 2.5-hour drive of approximately 7 million potential customers with Atlanta, Nashville, Birmingham, Knoxville, Chattanooga, we find that maybe 2/3 come from within a 2.5-hour drive, and the other 1/3 are coming from all over the country and all over the globe. And that's kind of the power of social media. So the last 2 years we have intentionally not advertised because we simply couldn't serve any more people than we already were. As you were saying, it's tiring just to hear how much we do. It's tiring to be us, but that's starting a new business. And so just this year we brought on a guy, we have a consultant who manages our social media for us. At the start of this year, I think we had a total of maybe 2,000 people that followed us on all platforms. I think that right now we're at about 15,000 people on all platforms, just working out on that in 2024. You can watch me on TikTok. I'm a fairly funny guy sometimes. It's sort of a mix of educational and what kind of stupid thing did John say today. So people enjoy it, and it really gets our name out there, not only locally, but all over the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Surrender now. No hero story, there's no place of glory. But dawn will come at the end of the night. We'll cry before we shatter.
Let's give it up for all the contestants tonight.
All of it.
How awesome were those pitches?
I was watching.
Amazing. This is going to be difficult.
This is my time where I actually get to kick out somebody out of the audience.
I was watching.
So judges,
And I was-
this is the time we get to kick you out. So I'll let everybody know in the audience what's happening. So we're going to ask our judges to go back and do some deliberation. So they've done some scoring throughout this long several-month process, and then tonight our final pitch competition where they've done some scoring. And they're going to go back, and they're actually going to put all these scores together, and we're giving away this money tonight. So this is the fun part about the event is these judges are going to go back, finalize, and actually give away this money. But in the interim, Kim.
Oh, yeah. Everybody say bye to the judges and good luck. Bye.
I do not envy you.
All right. While the judges deliberate, we have got a wonderful speaker here for you guys tonight. Renowned local business owner Roger Pickett is going to be joining us, and I just want to tell you a little bit about him. He is a dynamic leader. I'm going to ditch this helmet. Give Roger the respect. He is a dynamic leader and owner and president of Mermaid Mattress Incorporated. As a local manufacturer and retailer of mattresses and mattress-related products, Roger's played a pivotal role in shaping the success of the company. His journey began after graduating from Cleveland High School, where he met his wife, Cindy, and the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, where he and Cindy both attended. After briefly working at his family's furniture and mattress retail business, Roger sought to expand his horizons and gain valuable experience. He joined Jernigan's Furniture Company in Chattanooga, where he spent 5 years honing his sales, marketing, and management skills. However, his passion for the family business eventually led him back to Mermaid Mattress. During his tenure as head of Mermaid, Roger's been an active member of the International Sleep Products Association, showcasing his commitment to staying at the forefront of industry trends. Additionally, he has served on the board of directors for esteemed organizations such as the Chattanooga Chamber and the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce, where he even held the prestigious position of chairman of the board. Roger's dedication to excellence has been recognized with the Cleveland Chamber's Mel Bedwell Award for Small Business Person of the Year, as well as the MC Hedrick Free Enterprise Award. And I know that you guys can tell from those awards, this man knows a lot about small business. And Steve Hartline wouldn't tell Roger this to his face, but Steve told me just last week that he uses Roger and Mermaid Mattress as a case study for how to do local business and small business. Everyone, please welcome to the stage, Roger Pickett.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm Roger from Mermaid Mattress, And I just want to say what a great group of businesses have been showing their wares tonight and stuff. It's going to be a hard choice for these judges to choose who gets what here. So they're going to have a tough job in the next few minutes, so we'll see who gets the honor of winning these very generous prizes. Let's give them another round of applause. And thank you for being here to support these great businesses. And thank you to TVFCU for what you do for our community. And Kim for allowing me to tell a short history of the Mermaid Mattress story. Mermaid Mattress is a locally owned small business born and bred right here in the Chattanooga area at 7177 Lee Highway in Chattanooga in 1979. Cleveland is home, and it's where my wife Cindy and I were raised, as well as our 2 daughters, and now their growing families. And today it's also home to our factory and distribution center and all the employees and their families that work at our factory and create over 50% of the mattresses that we sell in our 10 retail locations. I'll try to share a bit of the 45-year history and how we have evolved through the years and where we are as a company and family are headed in the future. The name Mermaid is actually originated in the 1960s as an upholstery business on South Lee Highway here in Cleveland, the Mermaid Line. My stepfather, Elmer Murray, had a retail store called Railroad Salvage on South Lee Highway across the street from where Scott's Furniture is today. And next to it, where the bread store used to be, is where he built upholstered furniture that he made to sell in his Railroad Salvage store. So when he started making mattresses on Lee Highway in Chattanooga years later, he used the name Mermaid again. The name stood for Murray Maid, or Mermaid for short. The mattress business began because of a connection that he had to someone who would buy and sell furniture and bedding out of motels that were remodeling, so they needed a source for new mattresses. So my parents bought a used sewing machine called a tape edge machine. That's a sewing machine that's attached to a table, and it travels around the table and sews the band onto the mattress. One of the hardest jobs in our factory is operating that machine. That same tape edge machine that was almost an antique when we got it is now on display at our downtown Chattanooga store on North Market Street. Now, the building at 7177 Lee Highway had been a furniture store previous to my parents purchasing the building. So every once in a while, someone would pop in looking for furniture, but of course, Mermaid only had smooth top, gray stripe hotel mattresses. So sometimes they might have made a sale to the public by accident, but that isn't who they intended to sell to. That's where I entered into the story. I had graduated high school in '79, headed off to UT in Knoxville, and spent the next 4 years. After both Cindy and I graduated from UT, we were soon married, and I took a job at Jernigan's Furniture in Chattanooga. Jernigan's was a very progressive, medium to high-end furniture store with aggressive marketing and high-volume sales. To make a long story short, our Sealy sales rep at Jernigan's, knowing my family had a mattress factory, told me about a factory in Knoxville that we needed to go visit called Brothers Bedding. They made mattresses and sold them directly to the public. He suggested that my dad and I should go to Knoxville and check them out, so that's what we did. What we discovered was that there was actually a business model called Factory Direct, where mattress manufacturers made and sold directly to the public. They were in existence in markets all over the country. I became involved with my parents at that time as an investor, where I had a showroom built out in the front area of the Lee Highway location. Gradually, they started buying fabrics and other materials more favorable to the retail market, and very slowly started making more and more sales to the public. So from 1984 to '89, while working at Jernigan's Furniture is really where I earned my PhD in furniture merchandising and marketing. Jimmy Jernigan was the P.T. Barnum of the Chattanooga furniture business. So he was my second great mentor after the first one being my stepdad, Elmer. Gradually, as Mermaid Mattresses' retail mattress business began to grow, I was able to leave Jernigan's and join my parents full time. Now, being in a family business is not always easy. There's always a difference of opinion, a difference of philosophy, and ideas. That was the case with my stepdad and I many times. But one of the several things that he taught me was the importance of advertising. He too, just like Jimmy Jernigan, believed in advertising not just as an expense, but as an important investment. Advertising can both make you and break you. You can go broke advertising too much or too little. Our opportunity to really throttle up the advertising came when we had the opportunity to buy out a large quantity of materials and components from a large mattress manufacturer in Nashville at pennies on the dollar. Another lesson my stepdad taught me was that you don't make money when you sell something, you make money when you buy it. And that was certainly the case when we had the opportunity to buy those 10 tractor-trailer loads of components for $10,000. It took us over a year to use up all the materials, but what it really allowed us to do was to spend much more aggressively on advertising. And that's where we really began to make headway into becoming a player for more market share in Chattanooga. The margin that we were able to make on those goods we made then allowed us to be aggressive marketer, and at that time. And at the time, we had only one location on Lee Highway in Chattanooga. So the next step in my mind was to open up a new location or two. Cleveland was our first foray into those new locations, which was also another difference of opinion between my stepdad and I. He believed you needed everything under one roof to keep an eye on all your investment, and he wasn't wrong. But I thought, well, how do all these other businesses have multiple locations and do so profitably? And that struggle continues to this day, but we did it, and so began the ramp up to a multiple location business model that we're still trying to figure out to this day. So we grew from that one location and started adding new ones. We added Cleveland as our next Mermaid store, then came Hickson Mermaid store, then came an opportunity to buy out a mattress retailer in Red Bank that was called Mattress Outlet from a gentleman who was retiring. Mattress Outlet was a store that sold name brands like Sealy and Serta, our first foray into national brand mattresses. Serta at about that time was becoming very aggressive themselves and began doling out investment and co-op dollars if you would sell their brand exclusively. So we took their $10,000 per store, opened new Serta Mattress Outlet locations on Lee Highway in Chattanooga, Battlefield Parkway in Fort Oglethorpe, Stewart Road in Cleveland, and Highway 153 in Hickson. We were aggressively opening new stores until we reached 17 locations, 8 Mermaid stores and 9 Mattress Outlet stores. All was well and great. We thought we had really turned the corner, had our future set. We even started looking into other markets to enter, and then the calendar turned to 2008. No one saw that coming. We had started with one location that reached $300,000 in sales to 17 locations with sales approaching $8 million. Man, we had it made until the Great Recession. Sales plummeted to almost half. To this day, I'm not sure how we made it through those times. Fortunately, we had a couple of leases that were coming due, so we closed a few stores. Also, we had accumulated over $1 million of paid-for merchandise, so we were able to hold down purchasing and sell that stock. We discontinued a lot of the advertising that we had kept up through the years. Our factory wasn't busy, so instead of building beds, we had them handwrite postcards to all of our past customers asking for their continued support in place of paid advertising. Somehow, some way, we made it through that horrible time, and eventually things seemed to get back to normal. We eventually settled at 12 locations, and we were able to maintain that same volume that we had when we had 17. At some point, as Mermaid volume continued to grow, while the Serta Mattress Outlet stores began to decline a little bit, we consolidated all locations to Mermaid Mattress brand. That is why we have Mermaid locations sometimes in the same markets and even down the street from each other. Years later came another scary event, and that was COVID. Non-essential businesses were forced to close for up to 6 weeks, another scary moment in my career. So we wound up closing a location in Dalton at that time, and then a lease was up, and then closed one more in Fort Oglethorpe where we had actually had 2 locations anyway. So far, we have still been able to hold that volume at that same level as when we had 17 locations. We've been blessed. So many obstacles have been overcome. Both my parents eventually passed away, and the whole time Cindy and I stood side by side and made it through many happy and scary times. I guess you could say I'm the marketer and she's the accountant. I spend the money and she figures out how to pay for it, which is one of the lessons in itself. You have to have someone that you can trust to control the checking account. She is why we have made it to this day. She keeps me from going too far out on those limbs that I like to climb on. She holds me accountable for my spending whims. She has been the person beside me to make what we have built possible. And now comes the next generation. They say it's hard for a company in its second generation and even tougher for a third generation. but that's where we are now. My daughter Kristen and her husband Taylor have joined us and are already making a difference. I'm sure we have our days coming of those differences of opinion and philosophies, but Cindy and I are looking forward to the transition coming in the next 5 to 10 years. And hopefully Mermaid can continue into its third and maybe even fourth generation of leadership. Through the years, I've learned many lessons, and I'm sure I still have many to learn. Number one, take advantage of the circumstances you are given. I had that opportunity when I joined my family's business. It was still in the beginning of its potential, and all I had to do was execute on the ideas I was given from the industry itself. After navigating the change to factory direct retail strategy, we joined Mattress Manufacturers Trade Association called the International Sleep Products Association, where not only the major national players were a part of it, but they also had a factory direct segment where we met annually visiting some of the larger players' factories while attending conferences. The lesson that taught us was how they practiced their trade and learning what our key performance indicators were, how much of our volume should be spent on advertising, operating costs, and the cost of each location, and what percentage of sales we could afford to spend on sales staff. Another lesson was how to strategically partner with your suppliers. It's also very critical to be as important to them as they are to you. That is the case not only with our components suppliers for manufacturing, but also our retail partners like Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. Sell enough of their goods and you can remain important to them, and they will take care of you when the industry goes through trials like the supply shortages that we hit our industry just in the last few years. We were important enough that they never capped what we could buy from them, and like so many other businesses had to go through. Be the kind of place that someone wants to work for. We have the good fortune of having many long-term employees. Some of the same workforce we started with when we moved our factory to Cleveland in 1999 is still at work today in that facility. And many of our sales staff has been with us for 10 plus years. When it comes to advertising, be consistent. Do not dabble with your advertising investments. Stay the course. Don't try this or that for a month or two until you assume it isn't working. People don't hear your ads as consistently as we run them until they're in the market for our product. If you dabble, you aren't going to consistently reach the same market when they're ready to buy your product. Watch your dollars and know your P&Ls. Make sure that whomever is handling your dollars is accountable and know where your break-even points are. Don't do as I did early on and think that to make a profit, you just have to sell more of an item that you aren't making a profit on to begin with. It doesn't always take a bigger truck to deliver an unprofitable item. You just go broke quicker that way. And finally, give back. Give back to the community that has done so much for you. In any way you can, give your time, your dollars to schools and organizations that make a difference in your community. It is really just another form of advertising investment. Make a difference in your community, and the community will respond to keep you in business. That's some of the lessons that I've learned in the business started 45 years ago when I graduated high school. So, that's just a few of the lessons I learned over time like that. So that is the end of my talk. Are there any questions that I can answer?
All right. Stay up here with us. Thank you so much. Kim is out in the audience. We know there's some questions. You don't take an opportunity to pass up, ask a seasoned veteran entrepreneur like this. Here we go. We got one.
Oh, gosh.
Here
Not
we go.
that one. Don't.
Not that one.
What's the matter?
He said not that one.
What's the matter, Pickett? First question. In the television commercials, are you really glad to be there? You do not look like you're happy to be in the spots.
So I'm not a good enough actor to play
You're
that
really
part?
not. No, quite
Okay.
frankly.
Thank you for your encouragement.
What a, Josh
and for the last 3
Rogers-
weeks of encouragement you've been giving me.
You're welcome. You did a good job. Didn't you do a good job tonight, everybody? Come on. Come on. Josh?
Tell them to say the thing.
Say what thing?
Say the thing, the mermaid.
Your slogan. What's your slogan?
It changes from time to time, so it is changed today from what it was just a year ago. Better mattress, better price.
Better sleep, better
life.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Real question. Multi-generational businesses. You talk about dealing with family. How do you do that successfully? I mean, you talk about your stepdad, your mom, now to you, and now, finally, Kristen and Taylor are here to take us on.
I was blessed to be able to take over from my parents, and hopefully I can pass the blessing on down to them, because like I said, they are already making a difference.
We do have another question this way. Kim is coming right behind you.
Yeah, sorry,
If
I
you'll
had to-
look back, you'll see a sparkly dress running down the aisle.
Had to sneak back around. Thank you.
Knowing what you know now, what would you do differently when you started your business?
Well, fortunately, I didn't have to start it. It was started for me, and just like I said, I took advantage of some of the ideas that the industry itself gave to us. I'm serious when I said that early on I thought you just had to sell more of unprofitable items to make money, and that's not the way to do it. So I would have probably started looking for P&Ls a lot sooner, the profit and loss statements and stuff. So if we had done that earlier, we would probably be ahead of where we are now.
Thank you. Any other questions from the audience? All right,
Kim,
Roger.
we had some submitted to us, right?
Yes, we did have one submitted before. If you were going to start any business today besides mattress and sleep, what would you do?
That's a tough question to answer on the spot
you.
like that.
Thank
I don't know. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. Now, if you ask Cindy, she would probably say something different than what joining the family business. She came from the banking business. She says she would stay there, but I needed her bad, much worse than they needed her.
TVFCU.com/careers. If you want to know, we have some opportunities for you.
Anything else?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
so much. I
Roger.
appreciate
Thank
it.
y'all.
So the audience is not going to go home empty-handed tonight either, because if you remember when you came in, you registered, and we were fortunate enough to be able to give some cash prizes to those in the audience who must be present to win. So
And what
got some-
week is this? What month is this? Small Business Month, Small Business Week, and that's why we celebrate. So I just want to recommend that any of our prize winners please shop local. All right? All right. Our first prize, $100, goes to Bammy Allen. All right. Thank you, Drew. All right, another $100 for Lucas Bates. Lucas Bates, oh, right there in the front.
all right, now we're stepping up the game. $250.
Our first $250 prize winner is Ginger Carter. Let's go, Ginger. All righty, and our last cash door prize, $250, goes to Tony Freeman. Tony, oh, there he is. All right. All right, you guys. While the judges continue to deliberate, we have some more money to give for a purpose, for a cause.
That's right. So what a lot of you may or may not know is, and we talked about this a little earlier, these judges do this 100% volunteer. So they spend hours, I can't tell you how many hours they do, going through applications, watching the video submissions, doing the site visits, spending time here tonight. This is not an easy job. And so on their behalf, we actually like to do something for some of our local collaborators. So I'm going to bring out two gentlemen here to help with some check presentations. Gene Owenby, who is our business lending manager, and also Drew Holbrook, who up here is our commercial lender for the Ocoee region. And we got some check presentations tonight. Gene, why don't you tell us a little bit about this first check?
Yes, so it's an honor to present this first recipient here to the Small Business Development Center on behalf of the judges. Tennessee Small Business Development Center, I'm not sure if Jenny's back yet. She's the recipient there.
Jenny is actually back there helping us with some judging, so we have to be careful. So Jenny, and she does have someone in the room from the Small Business Development Center. I think they actually asked the question, so if we'll meet us on the side here, we'll make sure you have your check. Drew?
Sure. I am honored to be presenting to the Lighthouse of Athens, and it's going to be received by Ann Montgomery.
Thank you very much. And speaking of, oh, here we go. All right. Congratulations, you guys. Thank you guys for everything you do for small business. We really appreciate you. And we've got some special people that have come back in the room. Everybody wave hello and welcome back to our judges.
Hey, judges. I don't envy you. I don't envy you. So, like I said, guys, the checks are written. They just got delivered here backstage. So, all of my contestants, at least one person from each entrepreneur that pitched tonight, can you please make your way to the side stage? Y'all know where the staging area is over here to the side.
They've had a little practice tonight.
Yeah, had a little practice. Earlier. We're going to bring you guys up. Give them one more round of applause. This was a tough act. All right. So the people that really matter, Tommy Nix, Todd Fortner, you guys want to come out? They got something special in their hands, and we're going to give away some checks. So logistically, we're going to have them come up. We're going to take a picture with them one at a time, but any friends, family, coworkers, anybody who wants to stick around, we please encourage that. We're going to stay up afterwards. We're going to take pictures. We're going to take group pictures. Don't run off, especially if your friends and family like that. You're going to want to come up. And remember, every single one of these contestants are walking away with a check of some significance. The cheapest one is $10,000.
All right, I think we've got everybody. This is absolutely one of the greatest parts of the job, is to be able to award these. I say this every time, so I guess I got to say it again. To the judges, thank you so very much. I am so glad that I am not in your seat. Y'all have an unbelievably difficult task. So thank you so very, very much. All these folks are winners. We're really excited about that. And so let's start giving some money away. All right. I got it. All right. So one of our runner-up prizes, Ace Kayak School. I know. Treehouse Mountain. Our final runner-up, Burnside Insurance Group. Down to two. Now the suspense really gets tough, doesn't it? All right. So, our second place, Bakery on Main. And I'm not a rocket scientist, but even I can figure this one out. Ocoee Riverside Farm. All right, so just logistically, all the judges, we need y'all to stay. We want to get pictures with the judges. Contestants, we want to get pictures with you guys. Any friends, family, anybody that you want to be part of the photo, please invite them up. We'll do that. We'll actually do those photos first, then we'll do the judges. Then we need the business and commercial services team for another photo and marketing. But we thank you guys so much for being here. What a wonderful event. What a wonderful night. Thank you to all the folks that helped us out. We really appreciate it. And Todd, you got anything you want to?
Yeah, echo Tommy's statement. Thanks for coming out tonight. I hope you guys saw from the presentations the multiplier effect that this money is going to have. It's going to pour money into the community. These folks are going to use this to expand their businesses and continue to add jobs and add to the payrolls here in the Cleveland and Ocoee area. Thanks for coming out tonight, guys.